What's up, YouTube's Russell of Amberussell. Subscribe to the show at the top. Thumbs up the video, leave a comment at the bottom. Make sure you guys watch previous videos and stay tuned what we have for you guys in the future. So I'm just recording a really quick video on my iPod. And so that's why I'm sitting here like this with one hand talking with you guys. But real quick, Nicki Minaj, she deleted her Twitter account. She has 30 days to get it back up if she wants to. But I don't know what's up with that. It seems as though she's upset with her fans because supposedly a fan site leaked snippets of her songs before it came out, and she got upset about that and she made them delete it, and fans are going back and forth arguing with her, and now Media Takeout says she's going crazy, whatever. This just might be her Britney Spears era right now, her public meltdown, and sad to see it happen to her so quickly. But you know, the fans build you up just to bring you back down, and Nicki Minaj, you built yourself up to put you in this predicament. You bashed everyone in the business. You keep bashing all these different female rappers throughout your time here, that now when your fans are upset with you because you are changing your sound, you're changing your look from where you were before, and you're calling them, you're dissing them for saying that they can't keep up with you, saying that I'm going on trips around the world, I can't stay in this hood. The stuff that she's been saying to me has been kind of, you know, side-eye comments to her fans and her fan base. And you know, of course not everyone's gonna like you who are following you on Twitter. There are people that are gonna, you know, say rude things, so you just gotta ignore it, you know. When you put yourself out there, you put yourself out there to be judged by the public. And if the public was in love with you for so long, I think she got it in her mind that she could do no wrong. And then when this album came out, she was hyping it up, saying that this is going to change pop culture and hip-hop culture altogether. I mean, it could have done that. But to me, the songs that she picked and the song that she recorded, Starships, is a typical Katy Perry type song. And she doesn't even perform the song well enough to make it anything better than what it is. It's typical bubblegum pop music. And then her other stuff is her bragging about herself. She's not talking about anything other than what you hear from any other rappers out there. It's just a very, you know, braggadocious, let me explain to you why I'm the best type songs. And it's like there's no soul to the music. If she came out with a Fergie type pop music and elaborated with the hip hop, and then she made actual meaningful songs more than just the love songs and romance songs. I mean, when you think about rap, it came from something. It came from substance. They had something to say. Think about all the rappers from the past who when they came out from the 80s and on, or the early 90s, and Tupac's and all of them, and the Biggies and the Rakims and the Public Enemies and the just all the people that came out before, East Coast, West Coast Conference, whatever, they had something to say in their music, whether it's violence against the cops because of the injustice that was going on towards blacks and the Rodney King beating, or just, you know, about the black lifestyle that they were talking about. For instance, Summertime with Will Smith, and you know, just the black experience in America at that time that they talked about. Slick Rick and Dougie Fresh and all of them, they have something to say in their music, and right now the rappers aren't doing that. And what Nicki Minaj just failed to realize is that she's not doing that neither, and she thinks that, I don't know, maybe that what she's doing is something great. I mean, I'm not saying her music is whack, but I'm just saying that it's nothing that's grand, it's not out there, it's not something that's worthy to be pronounced to be in is nothing worthy to be in the Hall of Fames or the music books, the history books or whatever. And you know, everyone always wants to say that she's been doing so much for the female rappers, and yes, she's doing a lot. She made record labels want to have female rappers on their rosters, but one thing that she has not done is actually directly help female rappers by actually having one of the new chicks hop up on her mixtapes or her albums or anything. She hasn't offered a feature to them. She's featured with Madonna. She's featured with Christina Aguilera, Mariah Carey, Usher, Rick Ross, Kanye West, Jay-Z, Lil Wayne, Drake. everyone from Young Money she has done a feature with, or was on a part of a feature with him, and yet you haven't seen her done anything with that new chick Iggy. You haven't seen her done anything with rapper Eve, Missy Elliott. She claims that she loves Missy, and yet you never. If I was in love with her, and you were at this part in your career where you could actually probably go up to Miss like, yo, can we do a feature or whatever, Missy probably would say yes, because that'll be a great way for Missy to be in the, get back in the music industry and get back in the 21st, this new decade of music, with the Twitters and the social media and the downloading of iTunes, because Missy's last song was in 2008, and iTunes and illegal downloading and all that stuff wasn't really that predominantly way for music to get sold, you know? So, and single sales weren't that popular back then. So she could have helped out them, or, you know, but she didn't, and she was quick to diss everyone and with her jump, and yet when she comes into her, let me just see how much time I have left, and when she comes into her own and it's at that peak, or at that high standard of her career, she says she doesn't want to diss anyone, and she wants to play the victim and say, and it's bad, her fans say it's bad for people to diss her, and yet she's quick to diss other people. Anyways, you know, Nicki, don't delete your Twitter, because you have fans that really care about you, and that just shows that you are selfish and that you only care about yourself. To me, that's how it seems, and that you're only here for the money, and you're not here to actually be there for your fans that actually care about you. Let them know Coachella is a big music festival that happened this past weekend. It's a couple of weekends. I think it's a couple of weekends. I'm not sure. It's or 3 days or whatever. And Tupac came into it and performed his ass off. And I gotta give it to Dr. Dre, who actually did go up to Tupac's mom and say, "Can we be able to do this?" They say it costs about estimate between $100,000 and $400,000 to do this performance for Tupac to come back to life, basically. And it was like a video of him performing, or a digital performance of him, and you know, he's walking across the stage, he's performing live. To me, the fans seem kind of not too hyped about it, but you know, it just might be the crowd's reaction at the end. They loved it, and you know, of course everyone's gonna love it. Him and Snoop performed 2 songs together, and you know, a really great idea. Kind of similar to what Janet and Michael did at the 2009 VMAs, but I wish they could have did a better version of that. But, you know, it's only how much you could do with the kind of stage. The stage is so big that, whereas this stage, it seemed like they were, like, you know, this far away from the backdrop and the front of the stage. So it's easier to have a video or a digital avatar of him versus, you know, that big-ass stage the VMAs always have. And then it reminds me of a performance that Celine Dion did with Elvis on American Idol a couple of years back. But this was a really better quality, I could see. And, you know, it's just nice to show that people still love Tupac, and that his music still lives on after all these years of him being dead. And you know, he's got to clap it up for Dr. Dre for coming up with this great idea to have him perform at Coachella, which is going to be a performance that will be remembered forever, and it's a very epic performance by him, Snoop Dogg, and a brilliant idea from Dr. Dre. And you know, it just shows Tupac still is a very relevant. My nose looks huge in this. It's still a very relevant figure in the hip-hop community. Finally, one thing I gotta say is, why are the radio stations not playing Usher's Climax song? It's a song that I really enjoy and like by him, and whenever I turn on the radio stations when I ride in the car and I turn to the pop stations, they always play that same David Guetta song that he had out. But you never hear them play the Climax song, and to me it's just really a shame that such a great song that's so different, so out there, is being forgotten, because people would rather listen to the same old stuff that's the same fist pump, dance, electro pop type, very poppy, no soul or emotion to them type songs, and yet Usher is singing this R&B lyric type song, and it's not getting played on the radio. Thanks you guys for watching. Russell, remember Russell.